The blot was a central sacrificial rite in Norse paganism, performed to honor gods like Odin, Thor, and Freyr. Animals, often horses or boars, were ritually slaughtered, their blood sprinkled on altars and participants to invoke divine favor. These ceremonies occurred at seasonal festivals like Winter Nights and Yule, symbolizing reciprocity between humans and deities. Archaeological evidence, such as the Trelleborg sacrificial site, confirms the ritual's prevalence. The blot's communal aspect reinforced social bonds, blending reverence with feasting. Following the bloat, the sacrificial meal transformed into a sacred feast. The cooked meat was shared among participants, symbolizing unity with the gods. Mead, a honey-based drink, flowed abundantly, toasting deities like Freyr for fertility and Odin for wisdom. This practice mirrored the mythic feasts in Valhalla, where fallen warriors dined with gods. Historical accounts, such as Ibn Fadlan's 10th century description of Viking funeral feasts, highlight the ritual's importance. The feast also redistributed wealth, as chieftains provided food to reinforce loyalty. Odin's self-sacrifice on Yggdrasil, the world tree, is a cornerstone of Norse mythology. Hanging for 9 nights, pierced by his own spear, he gained knowledge of runes and cosmic secrets. This myth parallels human blot rituals, framing sacrifice as a path to wisdom. The poetic Edda, Havamal, details Odin's ordeal, emphasizing themes of suffering and enlightenment. Raven's Hugin, thought, and Munin, memory, symbolize the god's quest for knowledge. The myth's endurance is evident in modern runic divination practices, linking past and present spiritual pursuits. Today, Viking festivals like Sweden's Disseblot or Iceland's Asatrúarfellahöd revive blot rituals symbolically. A modern Gothi priest leads ceremonies with mead, bread, and spoken invocations, avoiding literal animal sacrifice. These events, often held at solstices, honor ancestral traditions while adapting to contemporary ethics. The Icelandic Asatrú Temple in Reykjavik, consecrated in 2018, showcases this revival. Participants wear historically inspired garb, blending authenticity with inclusivity. Such reenactments preserve Norse spiritual heritage, fostering community without archaic violence. Modern Viking festivals replicate the communal feasting of their ancestors. Long tables groan under roasted meats, root vegetables, and homemade mead, echoing sagas like Beowulf. Events like Norway's Midgardsblot or Pennsylvania's Viking Fest emphasize shared meals as cultural touchstones. Historian Neil Price notes how feasting rituals reinforce identity across centuries. Attendees don hand-sewn tunics and jewelry based on archaeological finds, from burqa brooches to reeb drinking glasses. These gatherings bridge history and hobby, celebrating Norse heritage through sensory immersion. Oral traditions thrive at Viking festivals through skaldic performances. Modern skalds recite Eddic poetry or compose new verses in Old Norse-style meters, preserving the alliterative cadence of Viking Age lore. The Völuspá, recounting the world's creation and doom, remains a staple. Events like York's Jorvik Festival feature saga reenactments, blending theater with education. Research by Terry Gunnell shows how performative storytelling was pivotal in pre-literate Norse society. Today, these narratives connect audiences to mythic archetypes, from cunning Loki to tragic Sigurd. Battle reenactments at festivals pay homage to Viking warrior ideals. Groups like the UK's Vikings of Middle England stage fights using historically accurate weapons, round shields, sax knives, and spears, based on finds from sites like Gokstad. These performances reflect the Norse belief that dying in battle earned entry to Valhalla. Scholars like Hilda Ellis Davidson link such rites to Odin's Einherjar, the chosen slain. While choreographed, these duels honor martial skills documented in sagas like Egil's, preserving techniques like the shield wall for new generations. Some festivals incorporate symbolic funeral rites echoing Viking burial practices. A ship-shaped pyre, inspired by archaeological finds like the Oserberg burial, is ignited to commemorate ancestors. The burning symbolizes the journey to the afterlife, paralleling Ibn Fadlan's account of a Rus chieftain's funeral. Modern heathen groups may add personal tokens or letters to the flames, merging tradition with individual remembrance. Scholars note these rituals' psychological value, offering closure while connecting to a broader cultural legacy. Norse cosmology viewed sacrifice as cyclical renewal, akin to seasons or Ragnarok's destruction and rebirth. Modern festivals often include planting rituals, sowing seeds, or pouring mead onto earth to honor deities like Freya, goddess of fertility. These acts mirror ancient Vigri or field myths, where life springs from divine blood. Anthropologist Jenny Blaine observes how such rites help participants confront modern existential questions through ancestral frameworks, blending ecology with spirituality in a post-industrial age. Festivals culminate in torchlit processions, uniting past and present. Participants carry banners of gods, Odin's ravens, Thor's hammer, through streets or fields, echoing medieval Thing assemblies. The largest events, like Denmark's Ride Viking market, attract thousands, demonstrating Norse culture's global appeal. Historian Judith Jesch notes how these parades democratize history, allowing public engagement beyond academia. As flames flicker against twilight, the procession embodies the living tradition of Norse heritage, not as relic, but as evolving identity.